If you've read my columns, you'll know I'm a big fan of dividends. But it isn't just receiving dividends that matters, it's what you do with those dividends that can make a huge difference to your returns over the long term. If you haven't guessed, I'm talking about reinvesting dividends. And today, I'm going to discuss 4 ways that you can do that. The easiest way is to buy a low-cost mutual fund that will reinvest distributions for you. Now, most funds will do this automatically, but when you buy a fund, you should make sure that you selected that option. The big advantage of this approach is that it's super easy to set up. The downside is that mutual funds typically have higher fees than exchange-traded funds or a portfolio of individual stocks. Another way to reinvest dividends is to ask your broker to set up a dividend reinvestment plan, or DRIP, for the stocks in your portfolio. Again, it's easy to do. All it takes is a simple phone call. The disadvantage is that with most broker-operated DRIPs, you can only purchase whole shares. So if you receive a dividend of $50 and a share costs $40, there will be $10 of cash left sitting in your account. A third option, and the one that takes the most work, is to open a true DRIP through the company's transfer agent. You'll need to buy at least 1 share and then have it registered in your name. That'll cost you about $50 if you go through a broker. The main advantage here is that every penny of your dividends will be reinvested because you can buy fractional as well as whole shares. The downside is that there's some cost and effort involved. Also, you can only open a true DRIP for non-registered shares. For a thorough walkthrough of this approach, I recommend you check out the website dripprimer.ca. Finally, there's the method I use, which is to wait until a sufficient amount of cash builds up in my account and then choose what to invest in. The big advantage here is that it gives you control over what you buy and when. The main disadvantage is that in most cases you have to pay brokerage commissions. But these days, trades can often be had for $10 or less. Reinvesting dividends is important because it lets you take full advantage of compounding, which will really boost your returns over the long run. Each of these methods has advantages and disadvantages, but the important thing is to choose a method or a combination of methods and stick with it.